As many of you might know, I recently became a consultant for Usborne Books and More. I wanted to show off what came in my kit and why I'm so excited about these awesome books. I'm going to try to fly through everything that came, so this is going to be as fast as I can possibly make it, but I want to give you just a glimpse at everything that I have. So some of the first things, this one is one of our encyclopedias, the Encyclopedia of World History. It's really cool because on every page there is an internet link in the upper corner where you can go to get more information on the topic on that page. And it's just got so much information, great for homework or just a standard home library book. So that's one of our encyclopedias. There's so much they have to offer, but like I said, I'm going to try to make this really fast. So this one is a See Inside book. This says See Inside Famous Palaces, and it's a flap book. So obviously geared towards a little bit of an older reader, but someone who still really enjoys engaging books. Like me, I loved going through here and looking through all the different flaps and reading the information in here. And it's got several different ones. The illustrations are really pretty. The flaps are different on every page. They're in all kinds of locations. I don't think I've even found them all. They're all different shapes and sizes. Just a really engaging way to talk about some famous palaces. Okay. These are some of our nonfiction readers. This one's for a little bit older kids, Deadly Animals. And it shows, this whole series has a lot of data and information in it, but in a way that's still really approachable for kids. And the pictures are awesome. The illustrations are really great as well. It's just got a lot of information in it for a kid who's ready to learn a lot about a specific topic. If you have a younger reader that's also interested in animals or might be interested in nonfiction, these books are a great value. They're $5 and they're hardback, which makes them really nice and sturdy. Of course, I have one about owls. And inside, it's got the text is, smaller pieces, broken up into chunks, still really amazing photos and diagrams, but not quite so many little facts and figures like the book for older kids. And again, at the back of these books, there will be suggested websites and internet links for more information. So those are little nonfiction readers for a younger kiddo who still is interested in nonfiction. Which sometimes as kids who seem to be reluctant readers just really haven't found the right book yet. And for some of them, nonfiction is the way to go. I'm a Dirty Dinosaur. Look at the shape of this book. It's so fun. It's like a square, almost, but with rounded edges. And it's just this adorable little dinosaur getting himself really dirty, and so much fun, so many fun colors on this page, and sound words to read, and you have to find out, is the dirty dinosaur gonna get clean by the end? Just a cute book, a fun book. I love this one. Okay, who am I kidding? I love them all. Here's one of our Shine-a-Light books. These are actually the books that I'm offering right now. If you book a party with me, this will be my free gift to you on top of all the awesome books and resources you can win for hosting your party. This one's on the space station. These make a great gift coupled with a little flashlight, that's easy for a kid to use. And inside, there's lots of different scenes. This one's all going to be related to the space station, of course. And then when you take a flashlight, now I'm going to show you with my phone so it's not quite as impressive, but you'll get the idea. When you take a flashlight and you shine it behind the page, it reveals a hidden picture that's hidden inside there. So neat, so fun, very interactive. And then when you turn the page, you learn more about that thing. So this is a really fun series, our Shine-a-Light books. Jonathan James and the What If Monster. This might be one of my new favorite books. It talks all about Jonathan James, who has a what if monster. What if, when he tries something new, what if they giggle? What if it's hard? What if it's scary? And it's about how he overcomes those what ifs. And we actually do have a what if monster plushie, which is one of the cutest things in the world. This is just a really fun, really good book. I'm probably going to take it to my classroom and read it. Llamas in Pajamas, an example of one of our phonics readers. The pictures are really cute, the text is really approachable, and it really helps build confidence for a young reader who is practicing different, starting to recognize different spelling patterns. And there's a lot of rhyming in these books, which makes it very rhythmic to read. Fun! Billy B. I actually really love this as a beginning chapter book because if you look inside, it's got nice big font. It still has some pictures throughout. There's not a lot of text on each page, so this is a perfect book for a reader who really wants to be in chapter books but might not quite be ready for a traditional chapter book yet. This will give them that chapter book feel and the confidence of reading a chapter book without having a text that's too overwhelming for them. So this is Billy B. Okay, now I'm going to get into some of my more little people books. One of the ones that's very fun, Very First Things to Spot Out and About. And throughout the book, there's different scenes that you might see when you're out in the community, out in the world. And there's different questions to ask the kids on every page. Can you see a red flower? Who's wearing glasses? Find an owl. Count the squirrels. So there's vocabulary, numbers, colors, animal names. I mean, it's just, you hit a lot of things with this book, and the illustrations are so sweet. Muddle and Match. This is probably one of my favorites. I actually bought this one for myself. This is probably one of my favorite series that we have, just because it's so fun to read and so cute. Okay, so when you open it up, there's a little animal and a little story. And they all start with the same, this story all starts with the same letter. So Marvin the Mighty Monkey moves towards the mark on the map to meet the mysterious magical meerkat. And as you go through the book, you can muddle and match. You can make the story match the animal completely, or you can just change a few parts of it and have this crazy, wacky story. Really fun to read, really engaging for kids, for it to be read aloud to them. Just a whole lot of fun. I love this book. So this is Muddle and Match Jungle Animals. We also have Adventure, Imagine, and Monsters. Monsters is probably next on my wish list. So cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. So That's Not My series is probably one of the more familiar series for people with little babies who read board books. They're touchy-feely board books. They're really fun. This one's That's Not My Elephant. And as you go through, it says, that's not my elephant. Its trunk is too leathery. Or there will be a different descriptor, and there's a little texture on every page that's different. So really fun to touch and feel. And there's a whole bunch of these That's Not My series. These are really, really fun tactile books that'll last you a long time. And then this is a slide and see. So this is Baby's First Slide and See on the Farm, and it has moving pieces throughout. So this one doesn't have so much of a story. It's more just pieces that they can move and animal noises as you go around the farm. Just really cute and very interactive. Little finger trails here. Really cute. Adorable. Okay, activity books. Usborne excels at activity books. Okay, they excel at nonfiction. They excel at engaging books. They excel at a lot of things, which is why I wanted to become a consultant for them. But the activity books are so fun, and there's such a wide variety. So this one I bought for myself. This is not a math book, and there's just activities throughout that have you use different math and spatial skills. It's just really fun, really unique, very colorful, very interactive, and in the back even has a glossary of mathematical terms that you'll use when using this activity book, which I think is pretty cool. I'm going to kind of go from upper age down lower this time. This is a coloring book of vintage fashion, which for all those budding fashionistas out there is awesome, or even adults who like to color. Let's face it, those adult coloring books have totally become popular. I have quite a few myself. So this is really cool because it kind of blends coloring and design with fashion, and I could see this being a really relaxing, fun book to color. Here's one of our sticker books. dolly dresses around the world, and it has a bunch of different outfits inside, and little dolls in scenes, and she's wearing her underwear, that you have to dress. And it even, on the page, it tells you a little bit about where is this in the world, what are the traditional clothes like, and on the sticker pages, it gives you information about the different pieces of clothing, what it's called, if it's worn every day or for special events. Very cool. Okay. Here is 100 paper dragons to fold and fly. So for all those kids out there and adults who love making paper airplanes, this just has really fun paper that you can do it with. And they are two-sided, so it's kind of a choose your own design. And then in the very back here, it has some suggestions for activities with your paper airplane, as if just throwing it was not fun enough. And it comes, of course, with directions for folding different styles of planes. Really cool, really fun. Here are two little paper and pencil games. This one you could play with yourself, but I think a lot of them are designed to be played with a partner. But there's just a lot of different games in here, and you could totally recreate some of these. Some are classic games like tic-tac-toe, and others are different types of games. This would be great for, you know, when you're traveling, or you're sitting around at the airport, or sitting around at the doctor's office, or whatever, and you just need something to do that's easy to bring with you. This is perfect. Even more perfect for when you're on the go is the Travel Pocket Puzzle Book. So if you love puzzles, like me, this has a bunch of different types of logic puzzles, all kinds of different puzzles, actually. I mean, I want to kind of sit down and do this right now. It's just got a really, really fun collection of things in here. So something to keep you busy when you're on the go. Okay. Here is one of our wipe cleans. These are really fun because they are so reusable. Our sticker books are reusable also, but a wipe clean book is going to last forever because all you need is a new dry erase marker. This one's beginning pen control, so when you have a kiddo who needs to start learning to hold a pen or pencil and, you know, make it go the way they want it to go, which they're going to need for handwriting and letter formation, this is just simple shapes and fun little lines that they follow throughout the book, like a circle here. Lots of circles on this page, actually. Kind of wavy lines here, more geometric shapes here. It's really great to give them something fun to do besides just tracing, and it's not quite letter formation. This could even be used with a kid who has trouble forming their letters once they've learned them. This could give them a little more practice with dexterity and control in an interesting way. Okay, here's another one of our sticker books. This is a very first sticker book with cars, which for all our little car lovers out there, not just boys, one of my favorite toys when I was little was my Hot Wheels collection. Just all kinds of cute cars and little onomatopoeia stickers, little people, and then there are scenes, a lot like the Dolly book. There's different scenes, different places that you can put your stickers and create little scenes. They're just adorable. So this one is the first sticker book of cars. And the stickers are a pretty decent size. They're pretty big, so they'd be easy to handle for little hands. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to show you guys, I know I'm flying through this, even though probably not as short as I was hoping. Forgive my talking a mile a minute. I'm just trying to show off so many books all at one time. There's a lot of story collections with Usborne. These are just a few. The one that came in my kit I think is so cool. It's illustrated stories from Shakespeare, and it's got a few obviously condensed versions of Shakespeare plays, and they've been converted to a much more child-friendly text that they can read and understand. And then in it, when you see a little script like this, it means it's an actual quote from Shakespeare. So they didn't completely eliminate all of Shakespeare's actual text, but they rewrote the stories in a way that's approachable for a younger audience, or even for someone in high school who's studying Shakespeare and needs access to it before trying to tackle the full-length play. And so this one's got, how many different ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different plays in it, and a little bit of a biography on Will Shakespeare himself. And I have to say, small detail, but I totally love it. This book has a squishy cover, so it feels all fancy when you hold it. And it does have a bookmark, so you don't have to forget where you were, since it is such a thick book. And it has several different stories inside it. Right along the same lines as the Enchanting Stories for Young Readers, this one includes Black Beauty, Heidi, Wizard of Oz, Little Women, and again, it's a condensed version of the classic literature, but it's so beautiful and it gives kids access to a lot of these classic stories that we all know and love. And again, squishy cover and the bookmark that it comes with. I know it's a silly thing to be so excited about, but I just love it. Okay, and then the last thing, I did buy this one for myself. This is Usborne 10-minute stories. And it's just got stories that are intended to be read in about 10 minutes. So when you've got an older reader that maybe still likes to have you read aloud, or an older reader that you really want to read aloud with more, but they've kind of outgrown some of their books, or a kid who's ready to read a little bit on their own, but their attention span is a little short, these are 10-minute stories. And they're, you know, actually some of these stories I've read, like Beauty and the Beast and Pinocchio, and others of these stories I hadn't personally heard of, but they're all really fun. The illustrations for each one are very different, so you don't get bored. I mean, it's a totally different artistic style for each one. And it's just a fun collection of stories. This one does not have the squishy cover. That's okay, I like it anyway. And no bookmark in this one, but it is still a really, really awesome read aloud resource, or just, like I said, shorter stories for short attention spans, or I could see it being used for all kinds of things. Okay, so I know I went through that really fast, and I talked in my classic mile-a-minute style. For anyone who knows me, that's not a surprise. But I just wanted to show some of these books and why I'm so excited about them. So if you have any questions about any of these books, or you think maybe you'd be interested in hosting a party, or you want to learn more about Usborne, please, please, please contact me. I also have a fan page that I'll post the link to that in the comments underneath this, this video. And yeah, I mean, party hosting can be so easy. I've done it on, a lot of our parties now are on Facebook. So you get to be comfy in your PJs. You don't have to clean your house for anyone to come over, but you still get to share these awesome books with your friends, and you get to earn free ones for your family. I mean, it's pretty win-win if you ask me. Okay, so I hope you guys introduced, silly me. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to the first books that I have from Usborne, and I hope you saw something that interested you, and feel free to get in touch. Thanks, guys.